Okay, folks, time to get out your jack-o'-lanterns, spooky skeletons, and everything else, because even though it's 2020 around New Year's in real life, it is Halloween time here in WCW 2002 as we have Halloween Havoc. So let's get rolling. So we start on the pre-show with our four-way tag match where Ginger and Stasiak defeat Lexi, bring Kid Romeo, 3 count, and Noble and Yang in 15:30, 62C, solid match. In a four-way women's pre-show match, Gail Kim defeat Emi Sakura, Jordan Cole, and Angel Williams 11:13 when Kim made Angel Williams, the future Angelina Love, tap out, 54C-. Really good, solid match. And if you notice, even though she's officially still part of our developmental roster, Angel Williams is already right there with the rest of the main roster, the main women's roster folks. So again, solid match. And in a six-way match, Alex Wright defeated Blitz, Chavo Guerrero, Cass, Chijiri, and Conan in 14:41 when Wright made Chijiri tap out with an STF, 69C+. Really good match. All these people should have more to do, but there's only so many spots on the main show, unfortunately. So we start, with the opening video, basically going over the three-way match, the tag title match, and everything else. That gets us an 82B. So let's get rolling from the actual show from here in Portland. So we start out with Morningstar defeating Jason Jett in 11:39 by pinfall to last rights, basically clean, to win the Cruiserweight title. That gets a 67C+. And after the match, Morningstar celebrating gets a 52D+. Then in the next match, Finlay and Air defeat Gigantes and Silver City Rollers in 8:34 when AJ Styles pins Cash by pinfall to Styles Clash. This gets into 72B-. Everybody does real good. Even Gigantes gets a 47, which is good considering his talent level and, everything else. And then the babyface is celebrating, gets a 65. In our women's title match, which is actually really good, Beth Phoenix defeats Lexi James in 9:12 by pinfall to Down in Flames. That gets a 57C-, and Phoenix has her first defense of the women's world title. And after the match, Phoenix celebrating gets us a 53C-. Next match, we have Billy Kidman defeating Dustin Rhodes in 12:20 by pinfall to Kid Crusher, 73B-. So basically, this is like I put it down as a clean victory, but he does a distraction. Kidman actually hits his finisher and wins basically clean. So after the match, Dustin goes to shake Kidman's hand, because he's trying to get him back, on the side of the light. But Kidman hits him with a low blow, and then, as happened after the last couple, big matches won by Kidman, he makes out with Misty above his fallen opponent. That gets a 68C+. Then we have America's Most Wanted defeating the Road Warriors in 7:50 when Storm defeats Road Warrior Inevitable, pinfall to Handful of Tights. So I imagine this is basically like a Road Warriors basically domination, but basically maybe the Roadies go for the Doomsday Device. Storm somehow gets out of it, rolls up, Animal, and gets the win with a handful of tights. That gets a 61C. And then basically A&W running through the crowd, to celebrate with the Road Warriors Fume gets a 48D+. In a really good match, Chuck Palumbo pins Lance Storm in 12:14 to defend the U.S. title. After hitting his finisher, this gets an 81B, which is really good. And then Palumbo and Stacy celebrating gets an 71B-. Stacy, no, we'll just ignore that. So first we have basically, Goldberg interviewing, basically, we have Okerlund welcoming Goldberg back. Goldberg doing his full entrance, from the locker room to the crowd, getting the huge pop, crowd, reacts well. Then, basically they have, do a quick promo, Goldberg goes over how, he's been, working out, doing charity, but he got a call from, Eric Bischoff and the powers that be in WCW. So, he's here. He's here tonight. How we have to officially announce, and before we can officially say anything, some specific theme music hits, and out comes Shane Helms. So Helms comes out with Gigantes, Reno and Cash, who are a little worse for wear because they just lost a match, but they're still 4-1. Helms comes down to the ring, stares down Goldberg, with his buddies in tow. Basically cuts from how that we're wasting all this time in the ring when, me, the future of WCW, the best damn thing going. The the future main eventer, the future world champion, the next big thing in World Championship Wrestling could be in the ring, showing off for these cretins, but instead you're interviewing a past his prime, bearded bozo, So, get out of the ring. Let somebody who matters talk for a while. Goldberg, says, last time, I remember you were some punk doing dance moves, in the middle of the ring. Helms is mad about that. He says, look, understand your situation. There's 4 of us. There's 1 of you. Then Goldberg shoots back, basically says something like, oh, that sounds about fair. And then we've got a brawl, and basically, Kidman just, tosses everybody, hits spears on everybody. Gigantes takes a bump, over the top, maybe clothesline over the top, and then, because he's the smallest guy, Goldberg gets a spear, and then hits a jackhammer on Cash, and then takes the mic and says, who's next? That got 83B plus and a 79B, so really good. Then we have Mesias and Lestat defeating Sting and Lex Luger in 10:24. When Mesias defeating Sting by pinfall after a bat shot. It's basically like this is just a mess of a match, and near the end of the match, referee's down. Mesias wallops Sting with his own bat, hits, and then hits his finisher, and then gets a pinfall victory on Sting, so that's a 70C plus. Yeah, like, it is what it is. And then afterwards, basically, Mesias and Luger go for a continued beatdown, but eventually babyface make a comeback, do the whole reverse breakthrough clothesline, hit big double clothesline, flying clothesline, Luger makes a comeback, and then the babyfaces stand tall to end the segment. That gets us a 74B minus. And then in our 3-way match, tournament number 1 contender, Diamond Dallas Page pins Ric Flair and Scott Steiner 11:56. 1 DDP pins Steiner by pinfall to Diamond Cutter. So this is your basic 3-way. And near the end, just basically DDP hits a Diamond Cutter out of nowhere on Steiner, gets a pinfall before Flair can even react. Maybe he's outside on the back, and the crowd cheers because it's DDP winning. 81B, really solid match. And then DDP celebrating gets an 83B plus. Then next up we've got O'Hare. Sean O'Hare defeating Mike Osman 12:43 by pinfall with the Widowmaker. I said this is a wild brawl. So basically, this is just brawling, big move, brawling, more brawling, big move, and O'Hare manages to hit the Widowmaker and get the pinfall victory. 82B, really solid. And O'Hare celebrating gets an 83B plus. Then in our tag title match, Jeff Jarrett and Shane Douglas defeat Ray Jr. and RVD in 17:47 when Jarrett defeats Robert Van Dam by pinfall by using underhand tactics. So this is basically like a guitar shot, a belt shot, and maybe even a actual chair shot. And, out in the mat at the end of the ring, Jarrett gets the win. The Horsemen retain the tag titles with an 80B. And them celebrating gets an 81B. So then we got Vampiro entrance, gets an 83B+. Booker's entrance gets an 89A. Kanyon's entrance gets an 81B. And, wow, there we go. In the main event for the world title, that goes 21:44, Kanyon defeats Booker and Vampiro in 21:44 when Kanyon pins Booker T by pinfall with a flatliner. Kanyon retains the title, gets an 88B+. So again, standard 3-way match. It's a wild match, and near the end, I can imagine some Finisher City, and maybe even Booker T almost getting the win on Kanyon, Vampiro breaking it up, some sort of big move where both are down. Kanyon walks in, hits a quick flatliner, and retains the title. And then the show ends with Kanyon and Laurer celebrating the end of the show with Vamp and Booker both down. So that gets us an 89A for the show. Let me make my speech. And let's just give Booker, point out as a good example, and just because it was actually a lot better than I expected, let's give Lance Storm. So yeah, 89A I think is again, it might not be quite my best show, but like it's one of my best shows. So yeah, that's it for now. Halloween Havoc. Next up is WCW Mayhem in November, and that'll have our Mayhem tournament, which I'll go over, during Nitro. Basically, it's going to be a 24-man tournament and end with a 3-way ladder match at the pay-per-view, where the winner will be able to get a title shot whenever they wish. I wonder where I got that idea. But yeah, that's all for now. So if you've enjoyed this, go ahead and give it a like, comment below, and subscribe to the channel if you're enjoying this. Adios, talk to you later, and everybody have a good one. See ya.